The handstand pirouette second step is the important step out of the entire movement. The reason why is because it's weird. Of course, there's many ways to do a handstand pirouette. For example, if you're on your hands, you can just walk your hand around in the circle. But that's 4 steps, 5 steps, 6 steps. While I'm doing this, because my right arm's the only one moving, it's taking the load itself, while the left arm kind of just relaxes off to the side. The way that we're going to do this is trying to do a quarter turn per step. That means 4 steps for a whole 360 degrees and 2 steps to go from going one direction to the other. The reason why the first step isn't as important as the second one is because we're already doing it. If you're into the position where you're cartwheeling out of a handstand because you know how to do handstand walks, that's why you're doing handstand pirouettes, and you know what to do if you start tipping over, it's just a step forward. This is a very natural feeling to go from this position to here. We have that. We're done with that. We don't need to practice it. We need to practice the second step because the second one goes under our body. We basically turn to the front side of our body, and that's what's weird. Here's the drill. We do a kick to a handstand against the wall, so our back is facing the wall like we're gonna do a handstand push-up. Unlike a handstand push-up, unlike a handstand walk, we're gonna keep our fingers pointing straight. This is really important because if your hands are turned out to the side, you'll see it gets your arm all twisted up. We get into the handstand against the wall, and because I know that I normally try to turn my left hand first, I'm going to have to be working on turning my right hand now. Back up against the wall here, and I'm going to turn this direction, and then I'm using the wall for stability, and then try to walk. If we don't walk out of it, that's fine. We can learn how to go under and land on our feet. First step is going to be getting up back against the wall and then turning and landing on our feet. Here I am, going to move my right hand and then step down. Ultimately, we don't want our body weight coming down this way. We want to lean that way. So we're just doing this to make sure that we're checking that our hands are going from parallel to 90 degrees, and then we're stepping down. Once we're at that 90-degree mark, we can go ahead and try to walk forward. With the assistance of the wall, my feet feel like they can kind of help me along while I'm doing this movement with my upper body. Now that we've done that, we can start adding the first part as well. I'm going to start facing that direction, and my first step is going to turn me into the position that we were just kicking up in, which is a back to wall handstand. If you notice, I turn my right hand out to the side because when I turn that left hand, I want both hands with control in this position. I've stopped myself from going forward, and now I'm turning. I lean up against the wall. If I can do this successfully, I'm going to work in that second step that we were just practicing. Success, and now we can start doing this a little bit more smoothly without the pauses, and then start moving and backing away from the wall. Now that you have the half pirouette, it's going to be just getting comfortable with it, making sure it's consistent, because all you have to do from there is take that half pirouette and do one more, and you have the full pirouette.